Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Siva Zara Zafira and my student ID is 23, 22, 00, and 69. Today I would like to presentation my project for exam for Theory of Translation Studies. So let's begin. Chapter 1, Principles of Translation. What makes a good translation? A good translating speaks to the target audience, not only original meaning but also its nuance. The good translation must have a good qualities too, right? Nah, what is the good qualities of good translation? First is flow and cadence, clarity, accuracy and precision, expanding the target language, sourcing the original text, emphasis the target audience, showing respect for the original text, and a historical view of the original text. Let's move to the chapter 2, Translation Studies. Translation studies can be referred to the general subject field, the product, or the process. The process between translation is first source language, be able to trace and find something loose and compare to as one-to-one translation or original language. Target language, the target is the translate version of source language. So, the translation studies is written spoken translation who have a crucial role in interhuman communication. For its challenges in translation studies, first is idiomatic expression. Secondly, untranslatable words, maintaining style and tone, and last, time and evolution. Pure translation of translation studies. First is medium restricted theories, the translation by machine and human. Secondly, area restricted theories, restricted to specific language or groups or cultures. Rank restricted theories are linguistic theories that have been restricted to a specific level. Text type restricted theories, the specific discourse type or genre. The term time restricted is self-explanatory, referring to the theories and translation limited according to specific time. Problem restricted theories can revert to specific problems such as equivalence, like a key issue of the 1960 and 1917s, or to a wider question of whether universal of translated language exists. For the applied translation of translation studies is translator training, teaching method, testing technique, curriculum design. Translation aids such as dictionaries, grammars, and information. Technology translation criticism. The evaluation of translation, including the marking of student translation and the reviews of published translation. Chapter 3, Types of Translation. Dynamic translation. In the process of translation, the meaning from source language is conveyed by using to the natural expression in the target language. So everything that considered as foreign or less natural, but relate to the culture context and its disclosure are avoided in target language. For example, click the submit button to send your application. Ketuk tombol kirim untuk mengirimkan aplikasi Anda. Klik tombol kirim di situs web untuk mengirimkan aplikasi Anda. Pragmatic translation. In the accuracy of the information conveyed by source language, the example of this type of translation can be seen in the technical document which show the information and facts. For example, can you give me a hand? Bisakah kamu memberikan saya sebuah tangan? Bisakah kamu membantu saya? Aesthetic poetic translation focuses on the aspect of aesthetic feelings and emotion. A translator of literary works must be able to maintain not only the content but also the aesthetic aspect. For example, life is a journey, not a destination. Hidup adalah perjalanan, bukan tujuan. Hidup ini sebuah perjalanan, bukan sekedar tujuan. Ethnography translation. Translator must be able to consider the different use of words which have similar forms and meaning in one language. They need to find the equivalent words in the limited cultural problems. For example, during the festival, they serve a special dish called haggis. Selama festival, mereka menyajikan hidangan khusus yang disebut haggis. Selama festival, mereka menyajikan hidangan khas Skotlandia yang disebut haggis, yaitu daging cincang yang dimasak dalam perut domba. Linguistic translation. Translation that only contains linguistic information implicit in the source language. The sentence must be back transformed or analyze its component first, so that the sentence can be understood well. For example, press the power button to turn on the device. Tekan tombol daya untuk menyalakan perangkat. Chapter 4. Translation Procedure. Translation procedure is the stage of activities to complete translation. Translation procedure. Shape shifting. Shift of meaning. Naturalization. Contextualization. Note-taking equivalent. Shape shifting is transformed to a grammatical. Like by the system and rules of language, a grammatical structure in the language doesn't exist in the language, reasonable the foreign language equivalent. Unit shifts such as word to phrases and phrases into clauses. Shift of meaning. Shift of meaning modulation are divided into two, namely modulation forced and free modulation. Forced, when a word or phrase doesn't have an equivalent in a foreign language, so it needs to appear. And free, to clarify meaning, create connection of meaning in a foreign language, finding equivalent that feels natural in language. Naturalization, transfer into naturalized or normal vocabulary. Glass, gelas. Contextualization, placement of information in context. Good evening di Indonesia adalah selamat malam, namun di Inggris good evening merupakan selamat sore sebelum tidur. Note-taking equivalents, where the word has an equivalent in the foreign language, like gado-gado or mie ayam, it can be translated into English. Chapter 5. Translation Technique. Technique is a practical way to analyze and clarify, and method is the translation that affect the overall text of the translation. Characteristic of translation. First, affect the translation result. Translation compares source language and target language. Translation affect the smallest units such as word, phrases, and other. Translation is logical and translation is functional. Translation has two techniques. First, direct technique. Borrowing. Direct retrieval of word or expression, known as naturalization technique, as it adapts first into a normal pronunciation of the language. For example, computer menjadi komputer. Calque, translating a foreign word into the target language and adjusting its structure. For example, handsome boy jadi lelaki tampan. Literal, translating between words but tends to its function and meaning in the sentence order. For example, I go to school. Saya pergi ke sekolah. For indirect technique, transposition, a technique that tries to change the grammatical theory. Modulation, changing the point of view, focus, or cognitive category. Compensation, common language doesn't have a word equivalent in a foreign language, so this compensation technique is used. For example, why don't you write a good thrilling detective theory? She asked. Me? Kenapa tidak kamu coba untuk menulis cerita detektif yang menegangkan? Dia bertanya. Apa? Adaptation. The method leads the translation of the whole text into a technique that is more likely to replace a cultural element. Description. A translation technique that replaces a term of expression with a description of its form and or its function. For example, nasi tumpeng, boiled rice designed in the shape of cone. Discursive creation, a translation technique that attempts to use a term or expression known in the dictionary. Well in the well is dry is sumur. Generalization, a translation technique that uses a more general or neutral term. For example, she was letting her temper go by inches. Dia sedikit demi sedikit kehilangan kesabarannya. Particularization, a translation technique that tries to use a more precise and concrete term. Reduction, a translation technique that reduces an item of information. Substitution, a translation technique that tries to replace linguistic element with paralinguistic element, for example, intonation or gesture. Chapter 6 Translation Method. Word for word translation. Newmark 1980 and 8 states that word for word translation method, the target texts are usually written after or under the source text. Literal translation, independent of context. The translator usually translates the source text first like word for word translation, then adjusting the word arrangement based on the target grammar. Faithful translation. Translator tries to reproduce contextual meaning from source text accurately through paying attention with grammatical structure of target text. Semantic translation method considers the aesthetic tag of source language through compromising the meaning as long as it still can be understood. Adaptation translation, it can be said as the free form of translation, and free translation is focused on content of the source text. Idiomatic translation, translation in which the target reflects the exact message of the source text. And naturally expressed. Communicative translation, translating the contextual meaning in the text so it can be accepted and understood by the target language reader. Chapter 7 Literal Translation. Literal translation involves translating a text word for word from the source language to the target language while maintaining the source language's grammar and word order. Strive for maximal closeness to source language meaning and structure, adhering to the target language grammar. Translation of poetry, faithful and false friend, context consideration, elegant variation, back translation test, accepted translation, constraints on literal translation, natural translation, recreative translation, literary translation, subtext, non-equivalent word, and role of context. Chapter 8 Translating and Cultural. Each language group unique way of life and its cultural expression must be understood in translation is cultural. Consideration for translating cultural words. First is motivation, cultural specialist, and linguistic level of readership. Cultural categories: ecology, material culture, social culture, organization, gesture and habits. Translation procedure. Transfers, directly transferring the word, like names of place or people. Naturalization, adapting source language words to target language pronunciation and morphology. Through translation, literal and translation of compounds, terms, or names. Descriptive equivalent, using descriptive phrases for cultural terms. Functional equivalent, using functionally equivalent words in target language. Cultural equivalent, replacing source language cultural words with target language cultural words. Componential analysis, breaking down words into their component and finding equivalent. Compensation, adding or adjusting meaning in another part of the sentence. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.